While driving home, someone started spam texting my phone. I thought something horrible happened, but when I pulled over to read them quickly, I saw it was my wife. She was telling me she just adopted a new puppy, and I couldn't wait to get home. But just as I looked up, I saw a Lexus coming straight towards me. It slammed into the front of my car, whiplashing my neck so bad I went numb. I saw the picture of the French Bulldog fly out of my hand, and glass went everywhere. My car was completely destroyed, and when I could finally see again, I saw the girl from the other car climb out of the wreck. She looked perfectly fine, and I forced the words out. Please, please get help. But she just put her hands over her mouth, and then literally ran away. I knew I had to fight to stay awake, and finally I heard sirens. A cop arrived and started dragging me out of the wreck. I thought I was saved until he yelled, "You crashed into her? Are you serious? Do you know what you just did?" I couldn't even respond. I was barely breathing, covered in blood, glass stuck in my arms, and this cop didn't even care my neck was broken. More sirens came and ambulances showed up, but he just kept screaming. I barely even remembered the crash. Was it really my fault? They put a syringe into my arm, and everything went black, but when I woke up in a hospital bed, I couldn't move my arm. It was asleep, and when I looked over at it, I saw I was literally handcuffed to the hospital bed. I had a cast around my neck, and I instantly knew something was terribly wrong. "Nurse, why am I handcuffed?" But she didn't say anything. She said, "I can't discuss an ongoing investigation, especially with a criminal." What? What did she mean, criminal? But while she was on the way out, someone burst through the door. It was the same cop from the accident. "Rise and shine, Mr. DUI. How many pills did you take before you got behind the wheel?" I could barely speak, but I forced it out. "What? I didn't take any pills." He laughed. "Nice try, buddy. You crashed straight into that innocent girl. We already know you were high on something. Just admit it." Then more cops started coming into the room. They had to take a statement, but the one officer wouldn't stop laying into me. "I don't care that your neck is broken. You deserve it. You're getting a worse prison sentence than Diddy." All of the other officers just standing there staring at me. But then someone else tried to come inside. I thought it was my wife, but could see it was someone younger. My vision was still blurry, but when she got closer, I realized it was the girl from the crash. She saw me laying in that hospital bed, handcuff around my wrist, and she started trying to hold back tears. Her hands were over her mouth again and she gasped. But when that cop turned around and saw her, he instantly panicked. He said, "Gracie, what are you doing here? You can't be here." She looked at him with tears in her eyes. "Please, Uncle Finley. I feel so bad for him. I have to tell them what really happened." Wait, what? All the other cops were just as confused as me. They were watching intently as he pushed her back toward the hallway, doing anything he could to get the girl out of the room. "No, Uncle Finley, I have to tell them the truth. Get out of here. He's already guilty. You don't need to see this." But just as he pushed her out of the room and shut the door, one of the taller cops walked up to him. "Wait, you never told us Gracie was the one in the other car." He started to look nervous. "Well, no, but that doesn't matter. He was still on drugs, right?" The bigger cop stepped forward. "I don't know, was he? Did anyone actually confirm that?" Turns out not a single cop thought to look at Officer Finley's body cam. Gracie was texting and driving, ran straight into me, and her uncle blamed me for the whole thing. He turned out to be the one in prison with Diddy after all.